The document versus create paradox. So Gary Vaynerchuk coined the phrase of document versus create, which basically means that instead of trying to make the perfect thing, instead of trying to create the perfect thing, the perfect YouTube video, the perfect movie, the perfect podcast, what do you instead do? You just document the things you already are doing, which could mean that you just document the journey instead of trying to create the perfect piece of podcast. This means in the first podcast, you, for example, say, oh yeah, this is my first podcast and I'm learning with you guys, and and it's just a journey for me also, and I try to get better at speaking. I try to use this as an outlet to improve maybe my social skills when interviewing other people, and you can follow me along this journey. Something like this, something along the lines of this. So here's the paradox now. If you take this approach and start to create content by documenting, then what eventually happens is that this creation part, so the part of content creation that is documenting, becomes part of your life. Therefore, what you also could do now, because it is part of your life, you could just take this part of your life and document it again and create content about this again. So, of course, you are documenting only, but you're also creating content at the same time by documenting. This means you can now create content about you documenting your life and therefore creating content. It's basically what I'm doing kind of right now. And then because you are doing this new thing again, called documenting, the process of documenting your life, you're documenting this process again. It's like an infinite mirror where you have two mirrors on opposite of each other, and because they reflect each other again and again and again, it's reflexive. And this means with every single iteration of you documenting your journey again, it's basically an infinite loop that keeps on looping. And this is also probably why you find so many people documenting the process as a creator, as they become a creator, because it's now has become a huge part of their life, and therefore it is part of their life, and therefore if they now left it out, it would be kind of a missed opportunity. For example, if I make my first music release, and this is something I did some time ago, and I get in the first numbers, and if I don't document it, at least for myself, then it's kind of a missed opportunity, because in my life this will never happen again. And therefore it's like it's not like it just becomes part of your life, this documenting. This is not really about the paradox anymore, but it's just about creating or documenting the nice moments your life actually has, and trying to find an outlet for all these nice moments. Because the difficulty obviously is that not everybody who is interested in these kind of videos is also interested in music distribution or interested in simulation theory. So therefore you have to find a way to, first of all, document all the things you are already doing, but if documenting the things you are already doing then becomes what you are actually doing, then you can kind of choose in the first place what you are actually doing, apart from documenting all of the things you are doing. But this means that you kind of then have free will to choose whatever you are doing, as long as you document all the things, and therefore create all this content by documenting the things you are doing. And that's the document versus create paradox.